Overthinking can feel like you're solving problems, when in all reality, it can actually keep you stuck in stress loops. It's when the mind relaxes that it can stop looping. It can stop scrambling for stress-based answers. So in today's EFT session, we'll relax and ground your body and your mind, because this is where clarity, real creativity, and inspired action come from. Because you don't force your mind into creativity, you relax into it. This practice is perfect if you find yourself in patterns of overthinking, chronic worrying, or obsessive thinking. And I get it. I love the mind too, because the mind can be an incredibly creative tool. But chronic overthinking, that's just draining. It's stressful, and it blocks real creative ideas and inspired action. So EFT, that's commonly known as tapping, combines cognitive therapies with the somatic tool of tapping on acupuncture points that calms the body-mind and repatterns both subconscious and conscious thought patterns. And EFT is uniquely effective because it rewires both the body and the mind, not just one or the other. So as we relax your mind with this EFT practice, then it can stop looping. Then it can stop scrambling for answers that are actually just based in the past and based on survival. That's when clarity, creative solutions, and creative action can actually emerge. Because again, you don't force your mind into creativity. You discover creative thinking and creative action by relaxing. So to begin, let's just all tap through the tapping points. If you're familiar to the EFT points, you can take this as an opportunity to ground into your body in this preparation for the practice. And if you're new to the EFT points, you can take this as your introduction. So we'll begin by tapping the outside of the hands against each other, called the karate chop point. And as you're beginning to tap, feel the support beneath you. Let your muscular system begin to relax. You can close your eyes if you're already familiar with the tapping points. And then we'll move to the eyebrow. So tapping just to the inside of the eyebrow, tapping with the index and middle fingers. And you can tap on one side or both sides as the acupoints run through both sides of the body. And then we'll tap the outside of the eye, the bone just to the outside of the eye. Feeling the muscles through the face, the jaw, the tongue, the throat relax. And then tapping under the eye, the bone underneath the eyes. It feels good to tap with 3 fingers here, and tap on the sinuses as well. And then we'll tap under the nose, in the center of your top lip. And then tapping on the chin, just in the center of the chin or the divot of the chin. Feeling the shoulders, the neck relax, the belly relax. And then we'll tap underneath the collarbone. And then tapping underneath the arm. On the bra line, about 4 to 5 inches underneath the arm. Again, letting the shoulders relax. And then we'll tap the top of the head. And then you can rest your arms down. If your eyes aren't closed already, let your eyes close. And before we begin the tapping practice, let's rate your current level of overthinking or mental tension on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Begin by tapping on the karate chop point, as you see here, and repeat after me. Even though I can think too much, And this can tire me out. I also kind of like thinking so much. And I love and accept myself no matter what. Even though I can overthink and overanalyze, I love and accept myself no matter what. Even though I can overthink and I can rely on my mind too much, I'm open to finding new ways. And I love and accept myself through it all. Tapping on the eyebrow point, I can get caught up in my thoughts. I have tendencies of overthinking. Tapping the side of the eye. Sometimes I don't even notice how I'm overthinking, because I think that I need to think so much. Tapping under the eye. I've been convinced that I need to think about everything. Because overthinking has kept me safe in the past. Tapping under the nose. I've solved a lot of problems by thinking. And this is why I can think so much. Tapping the chin. I can even say that I'm a worrier. And I can be aware that I overanalyze. Tapping the collarbone. My mind has come up with so many answers before. So I tend to rely on my mind. I rely on my mind to find my answers. Tapping under the arm. I can also see that I've been shown how to think about everything. Shown this by the world, by certain people around me. And this has reinforced these patterns of overthinking. Tapping the top of the head. I can also see how stressful this can be for me. And that overthinking doesn't necessarily have all the answers. Or the best solutions. Tapping the eyebrow. When I get caught up in stressful thinking, whether that feels like overanalysis, or worrying, or obsessive thinking, no matter what, sometimes I have a hard time stopping. Tapping the side of the eye. I can see how that's hard on me. It's hard on my body. And it can be hard on my relationships. Tapping under the eye. It influences how and what I eat or drink, or why and what I do or say. Tapping under the nose, and all of the things that I don't do. Because sometimes I can think about doing things more than actually doing them. Tapping the chin. So right now I'm willing to relax. I'm willing to let my mind relax. And feel how that helps my body relax. Tapping the collarbone. And how my body relaxing helps my mind relax. And when my mind can relax, it can expand into new possibilities. Tapping under the arm, I feel the expansiveness of my mind. And as I let my mind relax even more, I feel my mind expand into creativity. Tapping the top of the head, I feel my mind discover new ideas and answers. All because I allow myself to relax. Tapping the eyebrow, I can watch my thoughts and feel how they aren't me. Tapping the side of the eye, I can see how my thoughts are a movie that I can sit back and watch. Tapping under the eye, or I can let them play in the background. And I don't have to pay attention to them. Tapping under the nose. And as this movie plays in the background, I can drop into my body and feel. Tapping the chin, I can feel my breath move in and out. I can feel how my breath can rest into my belly. Tapping the collarbone, I can let my belly relax. I can feel my shoulders relax. I can feel my chest soften and feel my hips relax. Tapping under the arm, and I can let myself rest into the support of gravity. As I feel myself ground into the earth, and into my relaxed body and mind. Tapping the top of the head. And from this place, the answers I need arise. Without the need to search for them. All by dropping into my body and into this moment, into gravity and into the support of the earth. because here I am strong and centered, where my body and mind can thrive. And as you're ready, you can let your eyes begin to open. And checking back in on that scale of 1 to 10, the intensity that you're feeling in your mental activity, these patterns of overthinking or worry. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling now? If you found this practice helpful, I invite you to keep the momentum going. Check out any of my earth element practices here to create more mental clarity and to ground into your body where you can expand into more creativity. And if you haven't yet, subscribe for more tools for mind, body, and soul.